in 1.6, we're looking at changing the subject of a formula or an equation. So in A here, I've got 6x plus 8y take 48 equaling 0, and I've got to make y the subject. So we use the same kind of ideas as when we're solving equations. So obviously what I want to do is get y by itself here. So my first move, I'm going to add 48 to both sides. Then what I want to do, because remember I just want to get y by itself on the left hand side here, I want to get rid of the 6x, so I subtract 6x from both sides. But I've got 8 lots of y. So the opposite of multiplying y by 8 is to divide by 8. I do that, it gives me y, but I need to divide the right hand side by 8 as well. And then I can simplify. So obviously 2 is a factor of everything here, so I divide 48 by 2, 6x by 2, and 8 by 2. So y is equal to 24 minus 3x on 4. B, we've got a very obvious formula here. The circumference is equal to 2 pi r. So I want to get the radius. So I just have divide both sides by 2 pi. And you can see it becomes quite easy. So if you want to calculate the radius, get the circumference and divide it by 2 pi. C, this is a very common rule used in temperature. It converts the temperature given in Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius. So in the States and in the olden days in Australia, all temperatures were measured in Fahrenheit, but in Australia currently we use Celsius. So this allows us to convert it. So at the moment, we can calculate the temperature that it is based on given a certain Fahrenheit degree. But what about if we want to change it around? So let's make F the subject. So remembering that we want to get F by itself on the right hand side, first thing I'm going to do is multiply both sides by 9. Then I'm going to divide both sides by 5. And then finally I'm going to add 32. So if I get given the temperature of a certain day in degrees Celsius, I just multiply by 9, divide by 5, add 32, and it'll be converted into Fahrenheit. Using CAS, exactly the same story here. So you can see I've got the equation. How do I get it into that format? Menu, algebra, solve. Brings up the solve function, put in the expression, make it equal to 0 and comma y to let the calculator know that you're solving for y, which in effect makes y the subject.